Hi guys, welcome to this episode. My name is Alexia
My
Msao.
name is Alice Kanji.
Yeah, this intro, yeah, other people were elsewhere. But anyway, we have had a fantastic episode.
This was actually really fun. I love such episodes. This is the true definition of how
our podcast
our podcast sometimes, most times,
is. Yeah.
when we are vibing.
Okay.
Yeah,
The banter.
the banter.
With this branch. It's okay, guys. It's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years.
No branch, but
No, but you see, we tried the brunch thing. It's just whenever we eat and we talk, it just doesn't work well.
it's a lot.
It's
so
a lot.
maybe a different aspect
So the
of
brunch
that
is for you to have the brunch
as we banter.
as we banter.
Smart.
There we go.
Smart. Now I've stopped feeling guilty for our name.
Um,
Anyway, this episode, yeah, as you said, was very random. We talked about obviously elections,
Of course.
Hollywood industry, and what
Music
we
industry in
learned a lot. We
Kenya.
were schooled about Hollywood.
Yes, we schooled
Listen to
about the nudity scenes. So
yeah. Yeah,
it was all over the place. We talked about the music industry in Kenya as well.
yeah.
What else did we talk about? Acting industry
Acting
here.
as well. The cold.
The cold.
Yeah. And I
We
can't remember
we
anything
talked
else
about a
much.
lot of
We
things,
talked about a
but
lot.
it was a
nice.
vibing episode. I really enjoyed recording this one, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. It can't be 2022 and you still haven't subscribed to our channel, so make sure you subscribe. It is free
Yeah.
from wherever you're listening from. Not
Before you
just
even
YouTube.
proceed with the
Yes.
episode, you can't be enjoying content and not subscribing. And
It's just not how we work here.
anywhere. Yeah, so please do that.
So
We don't want
please,
to
yeah,
threaten
subscribe.
you guys, but
On the podcasting platforms as well, we look at you guys. We always know that you guys are tuning in, so please subscribe, follow from wherever you're listening from: Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts,
Google
Castbox,
Podcasts, Castbox,
whatever.
SoundCloud now.
You know,
We're not paying for SoundCloud
you're not paying for SoundCloud.
because
Sorry,
you can find us everywhere else.
you can find us everywhere else.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Enjoy the episode, guys. Bye.
I see you in the next episode.
Hey guys, you caught us in the middle of a joke. Welcome to another episode of Month Brunchies.
Welcome.
Episode 86 should be.
I've
something.
even lost track
I
at
don't
this
know. We
point.
should have checked, but I think it's like 86.
It's 80 something. Wow, we're almost 2 years and we still haven't reached episode 100.
Yeah, because we missed like 5 months. But remember, we used to take breaks, like actual season
It's
breaks.
true. We took one just the other day.
that one was
Unplanned,
not
but
planned. We used to have planned season breaks, and they're like 2 months, so it makes sense.
makes
We lost
sense.
time, but it's okay.
It's okay.
We're
Nobody's
in
there's no
competition with
rush.
ourselves.
Yeah.
But in case you missed that, yeah, we're turning 2 actually this month.
It's falling in such a bad time.
Yeah.
Because we can't do much because of elections. But we are turning 2 years old. Last year we had a party.
We actually had
had a party.
Sometimes I think about it, I was like, wow, we had a party.
We had a
And the crowd was
party.
so mixed.
And our friends were there. And it was like it was like 20 people.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was at your place.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Bo, we can't come to your house. But we had it at your place, and we had cake, alcohol, and guys actually came to support us
It was
and just
really
celebrate
cute.
with us. It
We
was
had-
really cute.
Yeah, we had cake.
Yeah.
Time flies. Like, it feels like just yesterday, honestly. And it's a
does
whole
not-
year
It
later.
does not feel like yesterday, but doesn't feel like
For me, that's
it was. It was last year. For
Yeah.
me, I don't know what it feels like. It doesn't feel like. It feels like it was a long time ago. But
A lot has changed. Even some of the people I know who came for the party, like some of them are married right now. Didn't
I
invite
don't
me
know
for
those
the
people, you
wedding,
know.
but it's okay. I'm bringing my philos to the
do you
podcast.
feel like there are people
But-
who will catch feelings for you when you decide to have your wedding and you won't invite them? Do you want a big or a small wedding?
A moderately big wedding, not too big, but I feel like for me, weddings, I think with everything that I do, I'm very specific with the people I have. I just don't invite people for the sake of things. And especially because now I'm actively working with people who are planning a wedding. Weddings are expensive. Like
Yeah,
sometimes you
expensive.
really want to have 700 people, but you're looking at the numbers, especially things like food where you're charged 2K per plate. So you're spending over $1 million already just for food. It's a lot. So I feel like it's just a lot of intentionality. And even I've had people, I wouldn't say are my friends, but they're people that I know get married and not invite me. And I didn't catch, I was just like, I don't feel like they meant it in a bad way. It's just like maybe the relationship isn't where it's meant to be. Like, yeah, I really value your presence in my wedding, or even I don't have the funds to cater for you, so.
I think
But if you're offended, it's cool.
I think it also gives an opportunity for the person who's planning the wedding to really outlook and see who am I
Who
close
do I want at my wedding?
at my wedding. I think something that maybe I've seen some people in weddings. I don't want to name names. Maybe they start thinking, why am I inviting this family member who I've not talked to for 10 years just because they're my uncle or just because they're my auntie? And of course, they're going to feel obligated to come like, hey, this is my niece's wedding. But like, you only invite maybe 1-2 uncles that you continuously talk to.
Yeah, but
And
I feel
it
like
should be okay.
that's a millennial sort of mindset. But weddings are for our parents, if you think about it.
There's nothing like it's no.
No, but that's how it's been made to be, because many
That's
people
why there's a traditional wedding. You can participate in that one.
Yeah, you speak to people and everyone will say, I want an intimate wedding, 200 people max, 150 people. And that is my friend group, your friend group, and my close relatives,
Yeah.
But parents,
of course.
and it's
Mama
also
nani.
a lifestyle thing. They have to show mtoto wangu
It's
anaoa,
true.
ameolewa. This is how our parties look. This is how the
It's
wedding
true.
is looking.
It's true.
But yeah, I mean, if you can just decide, okay, traditional, everyone can be there, but white wedding, you'd like to cut costs, or but most of the time, I don't know. But I feel like you only get married not once, for the first time once.
Yeah.
Like you can get married 1, 2, 3, 4 times, but
Which
it's
side
only
are you
number
on?
one.
I'm losing track on which side you're on at this point.
No, I'm on both sides. I'm just saying, don't be open-minded, because sometimes you can go with that kichwa and your folks are like, in your dreams, now I want to analipa unless you're paying fully.
No. But we'll see.
We'll see.
I'm being a hater, like I have a wedding tomorrow.
Yeah. But even me, I think with events, I'm very sensitive. So I want things my way. And that's why people become bridezillas and screaming and everything. True. But yeah. Anyway, how you guys? We missed an episode last week.
2 episodes, 3 episodes even, including the brunch hour episodes.
I'm looking at you like, what do you mean 3 episodes? I'm like,
the brunch hour
but it's been 3 weeks.
We didn't go last Sunday, and this Sunday we were supposed to record. We were ready to record, but then things out of our control made us not record the brunch hour episode as well. So we'll just say that the brunch hour will come when it comes.
Yeah, we can't promise something consistent as of now, because it's also based on a lot of other factors and a third party as well.
Yeah.
So we can't do what you're about to. I'm giving you those eyes. At least Canyon on set, you'd think, I don't know, we're recording at midnight, like episode 1.
I don't know. And I wasn't yawning until we
No, but I think because you're not relaxed, you're like, you're warm. It's winter in Nairobi, that's why we are like
the unpredictability of the weather. And we say this all the time, but it's actually insane how the weather just changes in this city.
Yeah.
I feel around this time.
It's too much. Oh,
and September is coming, which means short rains. Oh my gosh, what do I do for my birthday?
Are you seeing, guys, how we're just going?
I want a themed birthday, but I don't know what the theme should be.
Pajamas.
No. I like fancy things.
Sexy pajamas.
Sexy pajamas. That's for the girlies.
And then the guys.
What do they wear?
They come naked.
Hey. Are you coming to my party naked?
It is like, count me out.
They come. I don't know.
But then the guys, I don't know. So okay, you want to?
I wanted to do like, of course, but it's overrated now.
The
like Y2K theme, but it's like a lot of people have done it. Of course, it's my Kobe year, but then like so cliche as well. Like,
Who's
who
your
wants to
favorite
wear
artist?
basketball things? I was thinking people dress as their favorite album covers. So like if it's
Wow,
Beyonce,
that's deep.
whatever they wear. Like,
Okay. So,
I saw that
hey,
on TikTok.
what's her new album? Renaissance.
Renaissance.
How do you say it?
Renaissance.
Yeah. Have you seen that cover?
I've seen the cover.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be my cover. And I
It's
wear
a
dress.
lot.
I wear a dress.
She's
That
naked. Like
extreme.
you just need like silver things. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
that's
she's naked, guys, more or less.
I love it. First of all, I love that
The album.
I think one thing about Beyonce is she never feels to make me feel empowered. As just like, you're a
that
boss
song,
bitch.
Church Girl.
You're a
I'm that
boss
girl.
bitch. Do what you want. It's not your money. It's not your face. It's your money. It's
Beyonce is
I can
toxic.
do
Can we talk
good
about it?
with or without you. And we don't care if you hate Beyonce. We don't care if you hate Beyonce.
No, me, I love Beyonce, but I'm not in
A
love
lot of people
with
like
her.
in
Like-
her hive.
Yeah, I'm not.
We don't care.
Guy, I'm just saying. See now, buy but even with the album, I just happened to listen to it because I was with someone who's a super Beyonce fan,
Yeah.
which I think was the best way to do it because I was just like, okay, let's listen. But I've not finished it yet. It's 16 songs. It's quite
And
a
I just like
long
how
album.
you can't even tell a song is ending. It just
yes,
feeds
that
into
for
the
sure.
next
Yeah,
song, and it's so flawless. And it takes you through. It almost feels like it takes you through a journey. I know we don't talk about music a lot in this podcast, but it's almost like it takes you through a journey where at the beginning it's like intense, it's powerful, and then it goes into like a bit of a chilled vibe, and then it ends with a bang. And the best part is like the transitions just keep going and going and going, and then when the album ends, it's like, okay, now it's ended. And I just honestly, for me, I think I'm not that a big super fan. I'm a good Beyonce fan, but for me, I think I really enjoyed this album more than any other album she's done.
I think my favorite album is self-titled one, Beyonce. I really enjoyed that album.
Yeah, that was also nice.
Yeah, but music, people are making music out here.
People are making music, and
Yeah, it's good. It's good. There was a conversation happening on Twitter about Kenyan music, and I know it wasn't the best of conversations because I kept seeing how artists were responding, and of course, chaotic,
chaotic.
and just saying we don't like Kenyan music. That's why we don't play it, guys. I like.
What was the conversation about?
Someone was saying how when you go, a friend came and he took him to a club and they didn't play like
in another country
a Kenyan song for. No, actually it was Blinky Bill.
Yeah, it was Blinky.
Yeah, his friend came to the country. He took him to a club in a Kenyan, like in Kenya, and they didn't play a Kenyan song. I think for like 3 hours or something.
Yeah.
So he went and told the DJ like.
What's going on?
Excuse me, what's going on? Anyway, so there's just a lot of that, and then I think also I saw Wangeshi also speak. Was it Wangeshi or Macaroon? Anyway, so I'm just talking about now Kenyan music in general, and just I think because me, I'm also in that point where I'm curating my content, so I know if I read some things, I'll get angry and I'll start feeling like when I'm the musician who is being told these things because it's unfair to them. I mean, it is unfair. So I'm just like, what do you think about this Play KE music movement? It's something that has been pushed for a while, is still being pushed. Do you think there's a shift or do you think there's still a lot to be done? Because think about Nigerians. In their clubs, they are playing their music. SA, do you even hear? It's either SA music or Nigerian music or, it's either Mapiano, and they're really proud of it and all that.
The common theme with all the things of all the countries you've mentioned is that they found a niche that is engaging to anyone that listens to it.
True.
Kenyan music is still kind of still trying to figure out what the niche is, and I'm not saying it's bad for the artists that are right now doing their niche, doing their thing with kuna gengetone. There's also like trap music that's going on beyond, but I think it all just starts from scratch, which is like the amount of money that's invested in the music industry in general. Because again, a common theme in the countries that you've mentioned is that they invest a lot in entertainment and the music industry, and the business of music makes
the business
money.
of music. Yeah,
Exactly. So that's one common theme. And the second thing is the niche aspect of it. People play South African music because everyone loves Amapiano. We love Amapiano too. Everyone in Africa likes Amapiano,
Even
I
like,
assume.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even
Nigerian
Nigeria now,
music.
they've jumped on the
Yeah,
Amapiano trend. And
exactly.
you hear
Nigerian music,
a beat
Ghanaian
there, you're
music,
like,
you already know the vibes.
yeah.
So, two, struggling to find what. I mean, Gengaton was a vibe for a while, but I still don't think it's. But maybe I'll be bashed here. But not everyone agreed that, hey, this can be the niche that identifies Kenya with. Four is like people have always just been unreceptive to Kenyan music, and that's something that needs to change, and that's why they play KE music movement. People like Radio 254 who are solely just about playing Kenyan music, podcast creators comes in for us to keep pushing that Kenyan music, for people to actually listen, because we have so many artists out there. Are they good artists though? Are they artists that all Kenyans fully want to say, I want to listen to this music? Because Kenyans also need to change their mindset of what they think about Kenyan music in general. And these artists, a lot of them even just venture into one, music just as a by the way, and two, some of the Christian music industry, that's another story in itself.
That one needs deliverance because it's become demonic. Even
that one is just purely for
the entertainment. Then they become secular, then they become politicians, then
that's the cycle.
Let's even just leave that one there. Yeah.
So a lot of factors come into play, but I think for me the major one is we're still trying to figure out our niche, and two, there's just not much investments being done into Kenyan music as much as it is in the other countries that we've mentioned. So how do we fix it?
It's a lot. It's definitely a lot because it's a mindset. It's it's just not surface level and stuff. But I mean, Charisma had a show 2 weeks ago, and I think it was fully sold, and it looked like a vibe, and people really enjoyed, people danced, people were singing. So I'm just like, I don't know if to encourage them to keep doing what they're doing,
Savara's
or maybe
album launch, I keep talking about it. It was spectacular.
I think somehow one day it will make sense.
Such good artists, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, I know there's some people. I've been to concerts, live shows. I've spent money to just for fully Kenyan lineup.
Calligraph, Soul Generation.
And I feel it's worth my money. It's worth my
even
coin.
Boiler Room when Kina Brooklyn Boys were playing.
Yeah.
I feel
And people
kuna
went.
potential. Watu wameenda.
Yeah, so I think it's not
grown.
necessarily where it used to be. It's definitely grown.
I know, but let's not even talk about it like that. There was a time tulikuwa tunasikia hizo tracks that until today we still play back the 2000 to jams for Kenyan music. Yeah. And that was a time. That music had the potential to go places. I think that was a good niche to identify ourselves with, because until today we still listen to those musics. There was a concert that was had I think 3-4 years ago. Ngoma Fest that people showed up and showed out. Because that was music that we were proud of and we were proud to identify ourselves with.
Yeah, so even just from the conversation, I was like, let me not let these people brainwash or think the Kenyan musicians are not... And again, from what Blinky said, DJs really need to prioritize Kenyan music.
Maybe there should be a rule about playing music in the clubs.
Because someone I really like is fully focused. I feel like he does his research well, and he'll play a Kenyan jam, and you'll be like, you'll see the club.
Yeah, but Gengeton was a time, guys.
I know Gengeton
was a time.
We were ratchet.
First year uni.
At a COVID time, people started singing those songs on the balcony. Which song was it?
What was it?
Which song was it?
Wamlambez. Hey, that was a time to be alive.
Yeah, so... I don't know. Why did Gengeton die?
There was so much pride.
It was just too wild.
It used to play everywhere, like in the fancy clubs,
even our parents knew. I remember my mom used to know this song.
You start listening and it's like, okay, maybe.
Nikikupea utawezana.
Even guys who are looking at the high class guys, and everyone's just like, those things have like 5 million, 10 million views on YouTube.
I remember when Kina Kabza and Mafurisa were in town and we played Gengeton for them, and you could see that like this a job,
guys.
So maybe we need to.
I'm
not saying everyone else is not who's not doing Gengeton. You're not.
No, I think the trap industry as well is really growing. Na watu wanawapenda. Mimi nawapenda. Shout out to Brooklyn Boys. I love you guys. personally.
Come on the
I
show.
like your new album. Come on the show. Help us talk about the business of music.
But then we should have.
We talked about it when we wanted to talk to. Also the organizer of Gondwana.
Oh, yeah.
I also want to talk to you.
We need to sit down and send emails. Anyway.
I don't know how this conversation has even got here.
Really woo. But I feel like there's something else I wanted to talk about. Okay. We're in a political season as a country. Literally exactly 1 week as we're recording this to the elections.
Oh,
and
God. Kutakuwa na leave. I really hope so.
Wabekendo ujapata memo. All other companies are sharp. Even me, I've already made plans with my employed friends for next week. I'm like, that's the only time we're free. We do something.
Is it like, are guys like free for a week? Am I just the day?
Okay.
You're lying.
Okay, the person I talked to yesterday, the whole week.
Giddy, are people free for a week? Guy, Tebu has people be serious. We wanna be free.
I wanna be free. Yeah, but anyway, we're just praying for a free and fair elections. Please. But what is fair? Because whoever will win, it will be appealed. And someone will. In fact, someone said the people who are gonna make money are lawyers. Because everyone is going to court right now. So yeah, we pray for free.
It's so predictable that someone's gonna appeal. Because if it's Baba, who doesn't win again?
Don't laugh at Baba like that. No, that guy is strong. I don't think I can be rejected 4 times and still. Me, but then those people after rejection, sirudi.
No, you have to fight for what you believe in.
Missy Penguin. I can't. I feel like I'm begging. I'm not begging, but anyway, he's begging for the top position in the country. Top, yeah. He better beg. But he's been dancing this week. He's giving Joe Biden vibes. It's really old.
Joe Biden and Kamala were really doing the most and were doing the campaigns.
Isn't it now? Well.
It's they are everywhere.
No, can you talk about their budget for YouTube ads? Because
they are really everywhere.
Like I knew people are campaigning, but now I'm like, y'all
Baba na Martha wametumia pesa.
You're painting blue vote.
And it's very unskippable ones. It's the 5-second ones that you can't skip. It's going and it's going.
Budget. Yeah, this last
TikTok Martha Kwapo.
Follow me. Connect. This is my official TikTok channel. No, what's wrong with TikTokers? Because it's like Dengu is doing the same thing. And literally after Dengu, she did one. It's the same. Pay KE creatives. Pay Kenyan creatives. Because
this has actually been a funny season. Everywhere you go, hey, people making money. Billboards. It's like
billboards. Kwanza Sakaja zake, it makes sense anyway. Nairobi, he has to make sure he puts.
But he's everywhere.
No, but I think some things that I've already predicted some people will win. But of course I won't see them.
Even me, I already made my predictions, but it's okay.
But I don't know. For president, it could just go either way. Because each party inajiaminia. Inajua imepeleka hii kitu home. Polls, people are like, they are accurate.
And that's where the story of rigging
anasema wana Photoshop crowd.
Where the story of rigging comes in now. Because everyone is believing so much in their people. But did you watch the presidential debate, which was just AKA just Ruto
debate? It was so boring. I went to sleep because first of all, after Justina did such a good job to pave the way for Wajakoya, like we actually understood their manifesto a bit. He doesn't show up. I was like, what is it? Raila waseme too he's old because like I don't think his excuse made sense for not showing up.
He wrote such a long composition as to why
Ruto is corrupt, they can't share stage. That's not a problem. That's not your issue. Your issue is to tell us why we should
vote for you.
But I was happy that Ruto also was alone because there's a lot of focus
really on
him.
Steam.
And especially because he's
English amesoma.
He's just
beating around.
He's a deputy. He has been a deputy for 10 years. He's like, okay,
and
Muni believe I'll do a good job.
There are things that just there are things that I was there and I didn't keep quiet. Money was stolen and I'm like, money was stolen in the government you are serving. Let me tell you that you can't say the matters of this, but things will change, blah 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 when I'm president. But it's like, okay, but what did you do? to ensure these things didn't happen. I did my best. Like it was just like
But it was good. I liked that happened because we're like,
he was on the limelight.
you're not new to us. You've been here for 10 years.
Yeah.
You are best of friends with now your enemy. You are brothers. Matching. Let me tell you, politics. Hey.
They were brothers by the way.
They were
Bestie.
what's that thing called?
Bromance.
Ingine, it was even a bit fishy. But we just chose to think it's just business. Say enemies. And their enemy is now the bestie who is now being pushed.
President.
But they know that's what many people are even using.
Do they just like on WhatsApp like, hey, can we make amends? Do you want to meet up for coffee? Like what happens when...
No, let me not talk about deep state things. Naweza kujua hapa niambiwe, I was going to say things that I've heard, but this is... No, it's just about that thing about reconciling and stuff like that, because it's like Ruto didn't know that they were going to shake hands or something. Yeah, so it's like, you've betrayed me.
In the city.
And that betrayal is something that they are really using. It's leverage, because I think even their supporters back then knew that, okay, we're giving Uhuru 10 years and then we're going to give Ruto 10 years. So they are now looking at Uhuru like, you've broken the promise and you've broken the pact where we were giving you 10, then you give. Ruto so 10. For that reason, we're going to vote for Ruto. And yeah. So it's very interesting. It's very, but I don't think, would you be a politician?
I don't want to put
to say
myself
never. Archives.
There so that people start needing my archives and say when I would say things about politics.
No. Yeah, anyway,
no,
true.
I was going to say a comment, but I'll say it when I'm not on camera. But would I be a politician? Maybe, but I don't know if I'm, let me not say that, but maybe I'm not as yet invested in the Kenyan politics scene, or just how that passion of trying to make change is not within me, and I feel like someone else can take up. Because I do have a friend, Gail wants to really be in politics. My brother wants to be in politics very intensely. So,
your brother Anakatu.
Term
support. Maybe. Will be in his campaign trail and Gail's campaign trail. I think I'd do maybe not politics, or maybe policy, or just something that can influence politics, or just the way the thing is, the country is governed. But yeah, you never know. But I had a dream that was never mind. But have you watched House of Cards?
No.
Gide, have you watched House of Cards? Okay, I've just started House of Cards and I'm in for a good nini. So what's House of Cards? What are you watching?
I'm watching this show called And
with an E.
Unmarried
it's a K-drama.
No. Unmatched
Uncoupled.
Uncoupled.
For the gay guys.
Yes, for the gay guys.
I watched the trailers like this a lot.
I love it too. That's what I'm watching.
That needs a weekend. I think I'll start on
it's a binge-worthy show, I'm not gonna lie. And I really like Neil Patrick. One thing about me that maybe you don't even know is I love Broadway shows. Like for me.
Yeah.
And he's such a big Broadway star, and he's won a lot of Tonys. And of course, I've never got a chance to, because they're fucking expensive. When I was in New York, I was just seeing those streets, and I'm just like, 50,000 for like one episode or like 2 hours. Yeah, because it's so interesting, and he ventures more into Broadway than he does after How I Met Your Mother. So and he's a really good actor, so that's why I was very invested. Is he gay in real life? I don't know.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask, like, if you are a movie star, are there some things you wouldn't do?
Like what? Can you give examples?
Like be gay?
Maybe naked. I think naked is where I might draw the line. But
I think I'd be okay. But naked, like, oh my God, your father can come across that content.
Naked is a bit intense for me, but and like really, really intense sex scenes. I think I can compromise there, but that would be like a very big compromise. But for me, I think being naked.
Yeah, because then today I saw like a casting call. World. Imagine, I saw a casting call, and one of the things they needs to be bold. There'll be some steamy scenes or something like that. I was like, count me out.
You what are you?
I mean, I'm
cancelling?
shy. But you never say never. I mean, that's what
You had
makes.
cancelled wedding dress, and here you were in Netflix. In a
Yeah, I
wedding
was like, I
dress.
don't want to wear a wedding dress before I'm getting married. It's okay. Bring more wedding gigs. um, yes, naked. Now that you've mentioned it, I think I can be naked from the back, like, but I feel like the front is
The
very.
front.
So maybe just like, yeah. Sex scenes. They have to be those ones. Unanza then cut. See,
Yeah.
we come
See
to.
that
Can't imagine you're married. I must do. I wonder in Hollywood, is it
yeah,
ever
and
a
some
problem?
of them look so real. Are some of them real?
Yeah. No.
None of them
Like
are real.
actual nini, no.
Because there are
But
some
me,
that
I'm
are so
like-
intense. Like,
That thing could just happen in
do they?
Gucci pattern. Like cut, but
Because
what
they
one
get
and
like
the
naked to film the scenes. Yes.
I think, yeah. Or like from they make it.
For the dudes, there's usually like a thing that they put to cover the neck, but that's in a way that it's not seen in camera. And then they block with the actress. So that majority of the time you just won't see this part of the guy.
But then sometimes like they wake up and like you can see it just hanging.
Wait, which movies are
No,
you
like
watching?
things like no, like Euphoria shows everything.
Euphoria, first of
Power
all.
shows everything.
Euphoria is porn. They just need to move to what's that? Porn up.
Like Vikings show everything. So
They show molds.
molds.
It's not usually real.
It's not usually real.
So it's
So
like
do you also like
they
alter the size?
Yeah, like it's made.
Do you choose how the size is gonna look?
because now people can think the mold is your true.
So they're usually made for them. It's like a sock in a way.
Oh my god, the industry
wow.
is a
Then with
lot.
SFX, special effects. So you make it look as if it's theirs.
Oh,
But it's not usually theirs.
that's so interesting.
Guys, you
but for
see?
girls, interestingly, it's real. The boobs.
Wow.
Yeah, boobs. Boobs
Okay.
are nice.
And the vajayjays.
You've seen a vajayjay?
Euphoria.
So they have bushes. And
Okay, guys, please time out. Hey, studio audience. Yeah.
You just put subtitles. That's speaking. But clearly, guys,
There's a lot to learn in the film industry.
there's a lot to learn in the film industry. So apparently, if now that you know it's Imbo, would you still do the scenes? Because I feel like they're almost an accurate representation of how it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, so it's like it's just that. No, I think I'd still have.
Where did we even?
I'll still have my reservations. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Honestly,
Because no, it can bring domestics in the house issues.
and then you show up in church, guys will judge you.
In church. Oh my
And
God!
that's the
Where are they?
issue.
Where are they?
Why
The
are
ones
they
watching.
judging?
So they've
Why are they
watched.
the ones?
The ones watching bad
You know,
manners.
kwa ile
Mimi niko
movie.
job wewe unawatch bad manners.
Kwa ile movie nilikuwa nimewatch, nilipata mtoto wangu akiwatch.
Okay.
That's how they say it.
When is your child watching? PG.
PG things.
PG. Yeah, talking even about from the conversation we had about play KE music. There's Kenyan movies that have been coming out, and I saw like someone like Abel Mutua really. They have a movie that's out. It was in cinemas, and just telling people go watch this movie. Support, support.
No, the
Kenya.
movies are now growing, especially this series that recently
Oh yeah, my mom is on
came out that I've been
Netflix,
watching.
guys.
Oh yeah, your mom
Country
is.
Queen.
She's in Country Queen. How
episode
come I've
4.
not seen her?
Have you
Na
finished
nimepita
episode
episode 4.
Rewatch and
Where is
refresh your
she?
mind.
How come I've
She's
not seen
Nani's
her?
mom, Mrs. Sibala's mom.
I'm just sometimes I don't recognize. She's
maybe
just a
yeah,
good actor. I
true.
don't.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
I'm just like,
yeah. So my mom's on
oh,
Netflix, guys. Yeah,
Yeah,
Look,
she's
I
also
mean,
on the billboards.
She's
for
on Giza, on Showmax,
Hey, Mama
Red
Alexa
Card.
is
I'm the
famous.
manager. Please.
Tumrudishe hapa. Tumrudishe podcast.
But I think she mentioned Netflix that time, and
She
there was no
did?
Netflix. Like she spoke up like that was her goal. Yeah, I'll listen back. I tell her to
Yay,
give us-
mom.
Yay. Okay.
Period.
Not
Actors paid
sponsored.
well.
Not really. This whole industry, not a pastor lazima hii. but it's not too bad. But I don't think it's wow. Mse angalia actor udhani wow, so rich. It's not quite.
I think the richness comes in when they start getting engagement from their socials and
Yeah,
stuff, which I
which
think is a good avenue, but shouldn't
should
be
it
the
be
main.
the main? Yeah, I'm just an
Because
actor.
sometimes I
I'm
just
an
don't want to have
actress.
an online presence, but sometimes you're forced to have one to maintain the brand deals and stuff.
And obviously, when you get main roles,
yeah,
that's when you'll feel wow.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a good amount, and you won't get a main role if you're not.
Actually, Charlie
exposed.
Karume moved to Canada.
Can you talk about that? Because I really love his vlogs and
he
how
got
he's
a
talking
job at Best Buy.
Yeah, and he's so excited and he's just like, oh,
and
I
it's
got
like
a
so crazy how
job.
much work you can put here. And I think that's why it's better to leave early, so that even if you're starting from scratch,
It's not too far.
it doesn't make it
It's not
feel
too
like your experience is some him is taking it positively. Some people might take it like, wow, I've worked my whole life for me to come work in Best Buy, a supermarket, but what I like that he's very clear that his goal is to be a Hollywood
movie star.
actor, because the vlog where they went to the awards show in Hollywood was like insane.
Oh yeah, the movie that they were nominated for. So you got
Yeah.
Katikati. Something. Anyway, yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we pray and wish him all the best.
All the
Guys, by
best.
the way, don't limit yourself to Kenya.
And love is crazy because he just left everything behind to be with the wife.
Yeah, love is some madness, man.
Mm-hmm.
Would I relocate? Obviously.
I mean, I'd relocate.
For love and for money.
But me, I feel like I'd relocate if at least my partner has a plan, financial plan.
When the guys work.
Or we've already saved up enough to
start
allow us
us
to
off.
stay
Even
there
for like
for
6
some
months, 1 year at least.
Yeah.
Savings,
Yeah.
even 1 year
Yeah.
actually. Without
Yeah.
having to worry.
But mimi, by the way, siezi. Hata nikienda peke yangu siezi I wouldn't be surprised by myself.
It's even like Elsa.
Sasa you want to compare us with Elsa? Surely?
No, I'm just saying she wasn't being as appreciated as much. Look at her now. Is she
Yeah.
pregnant? You know me, those rumors. I was
Yeah, I
wondering.
don't know.
What
don't
is
think
happening?
I think she just removed her. Me, when I saw that video, I thought she had just removed her belly. You know how you push. Then I saw now on Twitter the next day Elsa shows her pregnant. I'm like, was this a pregnancy video?
Maybe I was so confused. I had to go back. Me first I had seen another video. So I was telling people, surely, where is the stomach? Then I saw the pregnant video. I was like, oh, okay. But I don't know.
think she's pregnant.
None of my
You know what's funny is, I don't know if this is such a random episode, but now that we're talking about abroad stuff and foreign entities and people, there's a time I was just the other day, Upper Sand, I was with someone who happens to be a white man. And so when
Who happens to be a white man? Okay.
But there's a reason why I'm saying it. So we were walking and I was wearing heels. So me as a baby girl, it was not too far but not too close. So I was like, nilienda kwa Nudity. So that I was just going to check cafe. And this Nudity guy, the whole ride, hey, wait ebu, shukuru Mungu amekupatia hii nafasi. Unajua hautasumbuka na hizi pesa ndogo ndogo yenye si tunatafuta. Sijui he was just...
Yeah.
And I asked, you who told you we are together? Madam, hata sijui utafanya nini, wewe fanya tu venye hata watoto wako, unajua huyu uzuri wao hata wa Kenya wanakuanga vitu hawapeanangi vitu. Lakini huyu venye umebarikiwa.
Sis has landed jackpot.
Ufikiri hata wewe ufikirie. Akununulie shamba, akununulie nyumba, kitu yenye watoto wako pia hao hawatasumbuka.
Yeah.
Hii maisha ni ngumu sana. Wewe
He just came to that conclusion.
He was really giving me so
and
much
maybe
advice.
you're even richer than this white person.
He really came to the conclusion and he was giving me so much advice on what I should do as the woman and how I should maximize on this opportunity. And thank God so much for this opportunity, because us we are struggling so much, but you've been blessed. And I just got me thinking, hey, one, the economy is on the pits, and two, we put such a pedestal on how white people are. Because even just in general, okay, of course there's a pay difference. There's obviously that. But I think I've interacted with some white people who just live their whole lives to just come live here and live in such ordinary lives. But of course there's such a, even before you have a conversation, a Kenyan has already assumed this person has so much money and you are in love with this person.
That
that
Nudity
was
guy.
very interesting.
In case that, never mind.
In case what?
Off
But
mic.
do the guys have conversations? If you have, let me give you guys a podcast idea. I've thought about it.
You've
before,
said
but
it before, yeah.
yeah, like just going on and do the ride and talking to these guys and just hearing the stories, because there's always something they have to say.
Njoro wa Uber.
Now,
But now Njoro wa Nduthi.
because I even told you the story of there's a Uber guy that Dominic, my workmate, was telling me about the Uber guy and how he was a student, but then he has a twin brother. So it was something he was just the Uber guy was telling him the story of how. So now, I think something to do with land and paying for rent that they didn't. So sometimes they switch lives so that they can make ends meet. So maybe one is in work, driving the Uber, and then the other one is in class or something of the sort.
What?
Paying for rent. I don't know. It was such a complicated story, but at the end of the day, it was just like how people have to hustle to just make ends meet.
Yeah.
And just like you think this is just an ordinary Uber driver, or this is just someone who's just going about their day. But they had to save money to get that car to start this business so that they can make themselves. They have to switch lives. So
That
that
is
they
so
make ends meet,
crazy.
which is absolutely insane.
That's crazy, man.
Can you imagine having an identical twin that
Can go sit
that
exams,
can-
you do this.
insane? Anyway,
Anyway, guys,
this has been the most random episode. I don't even know what we're titling this, but
I think
thanks for
since
tuning in.
We were lost. Now we
yeah.
are
So
found.
this is how we normally talk on the Brunch Hour episodes
yeah.
in general.
In case you've never listened.
Yeah.
or
So this
tuned
is
in.
we're giving you exclusive content up on YouTube. What for podcast wamezoea
Banter.
banter, but this is the banter in the banter over brunch.
Yeah, boo. Alright, guys,
Okay,
see you.
we can
Make sure
end it
you
here.
follow us everywhere, subscribe everywhere, comment everywhere, like everywhere. Everything is in the description. Yeah. Na mlikataa kutuma dilemmas.
Now mmekataa kutufikisha 1000 YouTube, seriously. At your big
Solve
age.
your own problems.
At your big age. You are not
at
subscribed to our
at
channel.
2 years, we are 2 years.
At
1K.
2 years. How many episodes have we released? And you
Ni
you on
sawa
the
tu.
podcast, we're
Just
highlighting
ask
you.
yourself.
Ask
Just
yourself
sit
some
with
important
yourself
questions.
and see if you're doing the,
Mambo
the
ni
right
mengi,
thing.
masani machache.
Yeah. See you guys. This has been Banter of a Brunch. My name is Alexia Msao.
My name is Alice Kanji, and thanks for tuning in. See you in the next one.
Tuesday.